Hi guys, DCRS here, and I'll be doing a sort of a type of deck profile I've been working on. It's a combination between Macrocosmos and Master Heroes. I haven't really seen this type of deck profile before that someone has made. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Considering how many of the decks that have been using most of the graveyard in a while, I thought that why not combine a macro type of deck with a master hero type of deck as well. So yeah, that's a pretty good combination. Still working on it. This is basically a beta run, but this is beta run. It's not exactly complete yet, but I'm still working on tweaks and stuff till I completed it. But yeah, this is the deck profile I'm currently working on. 10 monsters so far, a lot of spells, quite a few traps. Also, for Mask Change, this card, Mask Change basically is pretty good when it comes to targeting, well, your heroes, your water or earth heroes, I guess, or fight heroes, depending if you're running Goka. But with Mask Change and Macrocosmos combined, let's, for example, you play Macrocosmos, basically you've activated Macrocosmos, play Mask Change, and you target one of your water heroes, for example, Ocean. Ocean is targeted, they have a response, do response, whatever they want, they have no response, but yeah, Ocean would get sent to the graveyard, but since Macrocosmos on the field, instead of going to graveyard, it goes to the banished area. And yes, you can still summon a masked hero, even if it's sent to the banished area, because it's not a cost to send it to the graveyard in order to summon the masked hero. So yeah, basically target the masked hero, send to the graveyard. But if it's not sent to graveyard, it's banished, then you can special summon one of your master heroes from your extra deck. And as usual, you can combine this with the Acid Zero combo, with Absolute Zero on the field, play Mask Change, then summon Acid. This will still activate Absolute Zero's effect. Absolute Zero will get sent away to the banished area, and Acid will pop up onto the field. Acid will destroy all spell trap cards, or basically all your spell trap cards your opponent has, if they're set or played on the field. And yeah, the combo still works even without being in the graveyard. So it's a nifty trick if you don't, and also it boosts up Shining's attack as well. So that's two things that are very helpful. So yeah, and also with Super Poly, same thing like Mask Change, except it's when you send the materials to the graveyard, they are not sent to the graveyard, they are instead banished. So yeah, it works under Macrocosmos and also with Dimensional Fissure. So I'd run about like 2 and 3 of them, depending how many I would run. I run them usually about 2. I don't want to dead draw Dimensional Fissure, but I would like to draw Macrocosmos first. And also with the combination, if the heroes are banished, you can also use Parallel World Fusion to bring them back together, to recycle them. Basically, you summon one of your fusion monsters, and the materials that have been used from the banished area are instead sent they're sent to the back to the deck or extra deck, depending on which type of monsters you chose. And yeah, it's a nifty little trick. And also I run one type of Miracle Fusion in case there are still monsters in your graveyard. You can also fusion with them if they weren't exactly Parallel World or banished before. So yeah, that's pretty good. And I run the occasional Fusion Gate as well, and also return from a different dimension to basically try and get a endgame win, or basically trying to bring them back and fuse them again. That's pretty good if you have fusion gear on the field. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. Oh, also, I run Nopes. I love using Nopes. This card is basically one of my new favorite hero friends. Well, actually, no, it has been a favorite for mine for a while. But I like using this card because it's a bit of a troll if you have 2 on the field. So you can create a pretty good lockdown with this. And also your opponent can't attack it unless it's the only one on the field. But yeah, if you have 2 Nopes on the field, none of your opponent can't basically attack it. And it's also, it can also attack your opponent directly, which is a very, very good thing, unless your opponent activates some traps to basically destroy it. But they wasted traps, so yeah, it's pretty much a trap or monster effect, spell, trap, target. So basically, basically bait in a way, MST bait in a way. So yeah, that's pretty good. I like running Nopes. It's a bit of a troll. Also, I run Levier because of Nopes. If I return them from a different dimension, basically return from the banished area, I can summon them when they're summoned on the field. I can special summon for Levier, and if there are any remaining heroes or stuff banished, I can special summon them again and basically do whatever combo and basically fusion them again with Fusion Gate, depending. So yeah, that's pretty much how this deck basically runs. It basically runs around Fusion Gate and, well, the field actually, and the banished area, not the graveyard. The graveyard rarely, but not exactly the best kind in a way. Oh yeah, ooh, I just noticed I forgot to add a Monster Reborn in this. Huh. Well, I guess there's some things I haven't exactly finished yet, but I don't really run Monster Reborn because they're all going to be banished anyway. So yeah, but the Miracle Fusion will take care of that, so it'll be handy. I guess you don't really need a Monster Reborn in this, to be honest. You can if you want to run it. I'd probably take out a Duality or I don't know, I gotta think of that. But for 10 monsters and 22 traps, no, spells, sorry. It's pretty good, I guess. And also Torrential will basically blow up the entire field. And they all get sent to the banished area. Yeah, I was thinking of running what's that card called? What do you summon from Macrocosmos? Helios. I was thinking of running Helios, but I don't know. It's a good light target. I might run it. But I'm still in the test running, so still a little bit testing. So yeah. Tell me guys what you think, and I'll let you get back to what you're doing. Alright, I'll see you guys next time for my deck profile stuff, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.